return to the lab immediately.
Greetings, my friends, and welcome to my home, the Sanctum Sanctorum. I realize an aging townhouse in Greenwich Village doesn't quite match the opulence of Stark Tower, but I think you'll find it comfortable. The rest of our team has already moved in. I would suggest you talk to Colonel Fury first. He has information concerning our next mission.
Oh, welcome to the Let's Play Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'm sorry I had to downgrade where I didn't really have much choice. I had to explain fully in that. I'm not going to waste time doing it here. I did that in my update video. First thing we're going to do is grab that little gem on that table right there and take either one of those corridors. Doesn't matter which one. They'll both take you to the same place. The show must go on.
Team, welcome to our new headquarters, the home of Dr. Stephen Strange.
Why did we leave Stark Tower?
We moved because now that Loki's involved, we're gonna need magic. And there's no better place on Earth for magic than the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Any word on the kidnapping of Jean Grey or the cool blue fuzzy dude?
Professor Xavier has located one of his X-Men in Dr. Doom's castle. That means Latveria is your next stop. For more info, talk to Black Widow. You're free to explore your new HQ, but when you're ready to start the mission, use the Orb of Teleportation near Wong.
Will do. Over here, right here, the trivia machine. Another 50 questions. They're worth 200 experience each. We need Doctor Strange and the party to get into this door, where not one, but two focus upgrades are encased within. Further along this area, a couple more things. You got little conversations here. He's using Cerebro to try and track these guys. Our old pal,
of course,
Professor X.
Hello, Aurora. We've missed you at the mansion. The flowers are not faring well at all in your absence.
not to worry, Charles. I'll have them blooming bright again once this business with Dr. Doom is finished.
Wolverine as well.
Wolverine, how are you?
I hate to admit it, but I'm a little off my game. I can't take thinking about what Doom might be doing to Nightcrawler. And Jean. The guy's a psycho.
The best thing you can do for them is to focus on the task at hand. If we are to save them, you need to be at the peak of your abilities.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But if Doom hurts them in any way, I'm gonna show him a whole new world of pain.
Of course.
Of course, every time I try and talk to,
Of course.
oh, who's over there? Yeah, every time I go in here to have a conversation with him, Wong shows up. He just, like, runs in and he's just like, oh, hey, I'm here too.
Greetings, Wong. Quite a legendary group of visitors we have here at the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Yes, this is a truly historic occasion. I have never before seen such an impressive team of superheroes.
Quite right. But then, the world has never before been threatened by such a malevolent collection of villains as the Masters of Evil.
I find it disconcerting that a man of Dr. Doom's brilliant intellect is capable of leading such an infamous group.
I do as well, my friend. Were Doom to direct his talents towards the good of mankind, there's no telling what benefits would be gained.
Are there any indications as to what the Masters of Evil are planning?
None whatsoever. But I should think it to be something most diabolical, with Dr. Doom as their leader.
Every time I talk to Wong, he brings me back out here in the open. We do have a couple more areas to go for items. Yeah, this was what you call it. Shit, I gotta be on the other side. People would get out of the way. I can actually do that. Sorry, it's hard, very easily to get turned around. Especially when you're me. Oh, here we go. That gem we picked up earlier is for this little guy, the Mirror of the Ancient One. I'll just slot that in there and then we can actually talk to the entity within. The Ancient One.
Is that you, my student?
Yes, Master. It is I, Dr. Strange.
Why have you disturbed my meditation, young one?
The world is in grave peril, Master. Dr. Doom has formed a band of villains known as the Masters of Evil. I would ask that you watch over us, aid us in whatever way you can.
Rest assured, my friend, that the eyes of the Ancient One will forever be on you and your team.
Thank you, my master.
Pretty much has that same conversation with just about anybody else in the party, but
Well, if you say so.
for funsies, let's see what he has to say to Deadpool.
Who would dare disturb my meditation?
Grampy, is that you? Wow, you got a lot older. And uglier, too.
You buffoon! I am not your grandfather. I am the Ancient One, teacher of Doctor Strange.
Are you sure? You're really grouchy, just like Grampy was.
Yes, I am quite certain I am not related to you, you idiot.
Gee, Grampy used to call me that. Usually after I woke him up from a nap by shoving an ice cube down the back of his shirt.
Please be silent! I know you heroes have banded together to battle the Masters of Evil. Let Doctor Strange know that I will be watching over you.
I'll tell him. Thanks, Grampy.
Yeah, thanks, Grampy. Oh, hey, what's going on over here? Striking upgrade and vision. Wolverine, you take this. You're all about the strikey, the schnickety.
I wonder if I could impose on you to locate the book entitled A History of the Arcane. Wong said it would be located somewhere in this house.
Sure thing. It's actually on the second floor, which we'll be heading to right now, in fact. So we got a couple things to grab up there as well. There we go, to the sanctuary!
Greetings, humans. I am Clea, Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension and friend to Doctor Strange.
So, can we look around here and rifle through all your magical tchotchkes?
Yes, but be wary. This is where Doctor Strange stores arcane objects. Most are harmless, but some could prove quite dangerous.
Okay, well, we won't be rifling actually through a lot of stuff, but oh, hey, Weasel, you're here too.
Hey, that name you gave me, C.B. Cebulski, was perfect.
Oh, and I can see right over there, yonder, a little sketchbook. You grabbing that shortly? So he was able to help you out then?
Yeah, he said all I need was a SHIELD security module. Would you mind talking to the Vision? I bet he has one.
Well, you gotta go back there anyway. Of course, once you get the security module, you gotta come back here and give it to Weasel, so I'll be cutting that out. But there's a couple things to grab here. I can at least show off where the book is right there. A little further on. Wow, it's a figure that I can actually see it. That's something this PS2 version has over the PlayStation 3. Ah. Does have the pause that I'm used to as well, so it's not like I'm talking over people again. I think the buttons are a little different, though. I had to adjust. Also, over here, Doctor Strange's Danger Room disc. We won't be doing that right now because it spoils a level for a little later on in this act. So I'll hold off on that for now. I do want to mention the only problem is by getting new characters like these, is whenever you get them, it's good. Well, you know, in the beginning of X-Men Legends 2, we had the, do you want to keep the, your setting for, like, points to level up? Do you want to do it automatically by yourself? And it's like, yes, I do. We didn't get that this game, so unfortunately he has all his, some of his stuff, some of his points and everything slotted in powers I'm not using for him or don't want to use for him, so he's kind of all over the place. So, kind of a little, well, anyway, not to waste any more time trying to finish that sentence. I'm going to give Vision his book, get the module from him to give it to Weasel, and then we're going to use the Orb of Teleportation to save the cool blue fuzzy dude. Ah, the Orb of Teleportation.
Baron Mordo, I trust all is in order. Our guests will be arriving soon, and I would hate to be ill-prepared.
You can rest assured. I have taken all the necessary steps.
Ha! An infant could have cast better spells. The heroes have detected your magic and suspect something is afoot.
They cannot possibly know the true meaning of the enchantments. I'd stake my life on it.
Be careful what you wager.
Loki, leave the good Baron alone. What does it matter if the heroes suspect? They will still be ensnared by the trap.
For his sake, they'd best be. I'm taking a grave risk being associated with the Masters of Evil.
Make no mistake, my friend. We all stand to lose much if we fail. Which is why I'm certain Baron Mordo will achieve success. But I would warn you, Baron. My faith only goes so far. Failure will not be tolerated, and the penalty will be most unpleasant.
What of the mutant amplifier we stole from the Omega base? Does it work?
Yes. Even better than I dare hope. But time is now a factor in our plans.
Why is that?
The mutant amplifier is quite destructive. If we do not move swiftly, the X-Man we kidnapped will die.
You surprise me, Dr. Doom. Why do you care for the health of the mutant?
I don't. An early death would hinder our plans. But make no mistake, death for the X-Man is inevitable.
We've arrived at Castle Doom. Unfortunately, we can't portal back anytime we want to.
Doom must know you're there. Watch yourselves. There could be a trap around any corner. And remember, your primary mission is to retrieve Nightcrawler and Jean Grey. Once they're safe, find out whatever you can about the Masters of Evil's next move.
Will do.
On a side note, Senator Kelly was abducted in the middle of the night. The really odd thing is, a Jack-in-the-Box was left in his place.
A Jack-in-the-Box? Is that restaurant even near me at this point? Why would anyone leave such, possibly delicious burgers? I don't know.
I have no idea. But keep your eyes open and see if you can find any information on the Senator's location.
Alright. Let's kick the tires and light the fires, baby! Summon all your lightning for these mechanical mofos. Bazoom! Fuck your shit! Fuck your shit! Fuck your shit! Ooh. Yeah, sometimes, well, I got, once again, Blitz for groups, but if they're bunched together, just a big old lightning bolt will usually one-shot these enemies, and sometimes if I'm lucky, I'll get, like, 2 in a row, like if they're that bunched together. I think I've gotten 3 at one point. I don't know if I'll be able to show it off here. It'll probably be, like, it had to have been, like, once on Blue Moon, because I came nowhere close to accomplishing that feat. It's usually that one level that I skipped with the Crimson Dynamo we got in the last episode, which I actually needed to play a little bit more here, because that's the only reason for, like, the PlayStation 2 and, like, those generations of games where I can actually grind again, so. So it did take me a little while, so I'm not quite up. So I am in the 20s again, but not quite there yet. Well, relatively about the same level I would have been. Just gonna link past through these. You can hear them get hit, but you just gotta. Ooh. Slide on through. Fuck knocking, let me in! I don't have the Juggernaut with me to make that joke stick, unfortunately. I know he's DLC in the second game, but they don't. But again, they don't have the license anymore, so all the DLC for the first and second games are not there anymore. So, and I'm worried about the second game now that the first PS3 disc kind of crapped out on me. So I don't know if it's because while the PS2 and PS3 of this game are the exact same, it's a little different for the other one. There's a couple of these items here to smash through. Mysterio disc, another real quick 4-on-1 thing. and probably take him down easily. He's not as bullshit, because he doesn't do the splitting thing. He's still kind of tough, because he does have a lot of, like, special effects that can keep you down. Should be a couple more items around here. Focus upgrade. I think there's one more thing on this side. That's actually where we gotta continue on. But yeah, for Ultimate Alliance 2, they're different, and I was gonna maybe think of doing the PlayStation 3 version of that as like a blind LP if people wanted, but now I don't know. I mean, I have to look at that disc and see if that's not fucked up. So, and because of their versions being different, I don't know how I'm gonna go for that. But anyway, over here, if you've been paying close attention to all these discs, figures rather, Daredevil, wrong D there. Search for D. But yeah, five Daredevil figurines, and now we have them unlocked. The good thing with him and Black Panther is we don't need a disc for them either. And oh shit! I knew I didn't like that. Hang on, I'm switching to Wolverine because I gotta bust through them gates. There are gonna be enemies that dropping down, but ignore them. Just make your way through. But yeah, you can get the disc right off the bat and go back to the whatchamacallit, but it's going to be a while before we can actually do that, because again, our thing's locked off. So I'm basically going to be spending this episode fighting to the next save point, basically. That's kind of what you have to do already anyhow. Shit. Good thing it doesn't kill. But once it's all the way back, though, we can push it a little further.
Ain't making any headway here.
Yeah, we're just gonna push it all the way back, just enough to reveal. I love that they give you like the theme music. It's a weird little treasure chest too. Some of them have hammers, which you can avoid just by opening them on the side as opposed to the front. So they don't really house anything. They don't do much. I don't know. It's just so. I guess they're just trying to troll you. Although why Dr. Doom would have like just weird treasure chests like that, I don't know. Didn't think of him for like much of a practical joker like that. Also, these faces can be a little tricky to navigate. You just kind of zigzag them to avoid the flames that shoot out. I do want more of these Doom sentries. But yeah, I love that. It wasn't necessary, and it didn't do anything for like the first two Legends games to find secret areas, but yeah, it's kind of cool it's there. I don't know, I guess it's like a big Zelda thing, like you to reveal secret passage, you get that little do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do people enjoy that or at all, or does it... I know it was like a thing when it kept on, but... I don't know. Do people think it's necessary? Leave a comment below and let me know. What do you guys think? Do you like having that? Do you think it's necessary? I'm gonna say it wasn't needed, like I said, but it's a good gesture, and of course the opening theme is awesome, so that helps. And I think one of these houses something else we gotta bust through. It's usually, I think it's the second one. Yeah, there we go. Strike upgrade. The other ones house things too. It's just bustable stuff to get more credits and the orbs and such.
I suppose Professor Xavier sent you to save me. Well, he shouldn't have bothered.
Well, we found June, but she's acting a little different.
I am very different. For the first time in my life, I'm free. Free to use my powers without being restrained by Xavier and all the rest of you.
You're not thinking straight, Junie.
He told me you'd say something like that. And he also told me the truth. He said you fear me because I'm more powerful than any of you.
That's kinda true, but you know we're your friends and stuff.
Liar! Everyone has tried to stop me from exploring just how powerful I am. Well, I think it's about time I found out. Don't you?
Oh, the strongest... Well, one of the strongest mutants in the Legends games, but... She is still, of course, kind of squishy. She does have that nasty radial attack, but yeah, just open up on her.
Fools! I'll deal with you later.
Oh, you're running off? Wait a minute! Oh, shucky ducky murder!
Hello, heroes. This is your old buddy Arcade. I hope you're ready for a fun-filled day at Murder World? Because I've got some killer events lined up.
How?
I know you've been running yourselves ragged trying to stop Dr. Doom. So I spoke to Baron Mordo. He was able to divert your teleportation spell to my little land of fun and assassination.
Son of a bitch! Where's June and Nightcrawler?
See how tense you are? This little vacation is just what you need. And remember, no one ever leaves Murder World unhappy. Because no one ever leaves Murder World alive!
Oh, fuck, we got a bit of a detour, but at least we found June. I guess we gotta chase after her into the big top. The minute we're actually in the area, check to the right for a sketchbook. To the left of us, is a simulation disc I can show off for Luke Cage. Go, giant soldier of sweet Christmas!
It all started for me when I volunteered to take part in a medical experiment that was supposed to make me immune to all disease. But an enemy of mine sabotaged the equipment. Things went haywire. I was supposed to die in the explosion, but instead I emerged from the smoke and fire a changed man. I had skin that was as hard as titanium and super strong. I tried starting up a business where I could charge people for the use of my super services, but almost every time I wound up giving the money back. Nowadays, I'm happy to be a superhero for free, like the time S.H.I.E.L.D. wanted me to save the Omega Base with Ultron.
I'm kind of torn because I go, well, I'll be fighting those bosses later on in the game anyway, so when you see later, I'll be... Yeah. It's just levels, I don't want to spoil it because it's just like... I guess it's more like plot related. But anyway, Luke Cage, kind of a Tenku character, kind of more of a Tenku character, a little more in focus. So I have the first outfit on him, which gives him more max energy and health regen to work on that. And the powers I went with him were, you saw there, Chain Strike, it pops up sometimes multiple enemies if you can get the swing off. And the other thing that, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot this save doesn't have it equipped. Ugh, okay. Anyway, one power ahead was a Chain Strike, just a pop-up. Catch multiple enemies. The other thing is Drill Bit. Boom! You can even go past those guys with the shields and do damage to them, but yeah. He's more a crowd control kind of, as opposed to like a straight damage dealer like for Wolverine, for instance. So, that's one with the outfit to kind of reflect more of his survivability as opposed to just sheer on hits. But you can do the second or the fourth outfit, which we'll be unlocking here once we complete this, to work on that as well. Once I get all the characters and all the costumes ready, I'll be able to go into more detail about that, I think. I don't know. I might do a special. I don't know. And I can kind of talk about it here. But yeah, this is the same mission as the Wolverine and things. It's the Omega Base, so you can get to those machines where the 6 soldiers, these 6 little AM troopers will keep respawning, so you can get the gold really easy in this, which is in this case 20,000 points. So I will skip that. And when I get to the end, I'll show you what you need to do to fight Ultron. Yes, it is Ultron this time, because they just said it. Goddamn Marvel. It's not my fault you have a hard-on for the word ultimate. I'm dumb as hell. But anyway, you saw that Drill Bit just one-shot these machines. This will be tricky. To get these guys off my ass. This might be it already. Come on. Oh, I'm out of energy. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Okay. Sit the fuck down. Forget to mention you should do yourself a favor with these machines. Don't leave all 6. Just focus on... Just smash one side of them and just leave the other one alone. That way you just gotta focus on 3 dudes kind of coming in instead of 6. Because sometimes the number game overwhelms you and you run the risk of dying like I almost did. Drill Bit. Boom. Am I done here? Let's go. Oh, fuck. Don't know. Couldn't see the tank, I don't know. It was running. There he is! it's always that right door, too, so be wary of that. These things are always a pain in the ass. There's another one behind here, I know, coming up from the steps. He's got different pants on. It's Bimmy and Jammy all over again. And Double Dragon Neon, it's a fucking awesome game. If you haven't gotten that game by now already, what the fuck are you even waiting on? I guess for this episode to be over. Well, once this episode ends, you just go get that game if you haven't already. Just go! Just go! Cry! Losing my goddamn mind. Not that I had much I wanted to begin with, one could argue.
You must be Ultron, that renegade robot Fury was telling me about. Why don't you come along peacefully so I don't have to bust you up?
Weapon system now online.
You sure aren't wasting any time. I mean, shouldn't we at least banter a little? You know, you threaten me, then I threaten you, something like that.
Enemy targeted.
Okay, I guess we're jumping straight to the main event. Let's do this.
Hell yeah, let's do this. Well, let's throw off the buff first. Rebound. Really good for his survivability because it lets him, like, negate a bit of damage and even reflect it a little bit in later levels. Let's keep this on and, well, let's lay on the damage with my ultimate attack. At least I'm not getting the whatchamacallits anymore, so okay. Another plus of the PS2 maybe, I don't know. But yeah, as long as you keep the buff up and you just waylay into Ultron, you'll be able to outdamage him easily. It might get a little hairy, and if it does, it means you're probably not that high level, so you can just come back and get whatchamacallits. Actually, I probably could have spent my credits on his defense a little bit, made him a little more tanky. So that's kind of the thing I went with him. On some drill bits and get some more damage in if I can. So I'm pretty good on. Oh, throw the buff up. Another one. There you go. Wait for that to go. And just waylay him doing melee combos. But yeah, you shouldn't have too much trouble because with the buff and everything, and you can just get the gold easily, like I mentioned, because it's the machines. So yeah, it's just gonna be beating on him until he goes down. I got another one up. Sweet Christmas. He was Power Guy at the beginning, and then he changed his name to like his actual Luke Cage thing. You do like an all African American kind of superhero thing going. I was thinking Static Shock, but that's DC. I'm sorry. That would have been cool.
So I managed to take Ultron apart and save the Omega base. Who says there's no such thing as a happy ending?
Although I guess that's just Infamous and Infamous 2, but except he's just like boring McWhite guy or whatever to design. I don't. But yeah, as you can see, even I was speeding to that level and it was already like 15. I only need another 5,000 to get the gold. So again, very, very easy gold to grab for Luke Cage. But enough about that. Let's get back to business in a fun kind of setting. Oh, Storm, you're up. You deal with these crowds. These things with the saw blades are annoying because sometimes they blow up. You run around for a while and they'll just explode. But near them, try to be careful avoiding this because there's a guy in there that'll pop up. I think it's a body upgrade. Oh, okay, I managed to grab it. Behind here is Senator Kelly. Let's grab him real quick.
I know you. You're Storm, one of the X-Men. So it's finally come to this, eh? You mutants have stooped to kidnapping.
We did not kidnap you, Senator. An assassin named Arcade did.
Don't try to fool me. I know you staged this just so I'd be grateful to you.
Senator, why would I waste my time trying to change the opinion of a narrow-minded zealot like you?
Because I'm powerful, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep mutants in their place.
I'm well aware of what you're willing to do to control mutants. But, since you don't trust me, feel free to leave on your own. I would warn you, though. This place is called Murder World for a reason.
I'm not about to wander around here unprotected. I'd be dead inside of 10 minutes.
Then why don't you hide in a safe place while we try to find a way out? I'll send a SHIELD team to get you once the danger is over.
That sounds reasonable. But you better send that SHIELD team, or so help me, you'll live to regret it.
Definitely madly with like Wolverine just like in fucking breathing distance on you. 10 minutes, he'd kill you in 10 seconds. I'd probably enjoy it. Oh! Oh, Arcade, you motherfucker! There was one right there and you corked it. You motherfucker. Get in this tent, let's wreck some shit.
Jean, you have to stop. Somehow Arcade is controlling you, forcing you to attack us.
But I don't want to stop, Sue, don't you see? I want to use my powers to their fullest, to destroy everyone who lied to me and tried to keep me helpless.
You don't mean that. You're a kind and gentle person who believes in helping, not hurting.
The new me is all about causing pain.
That's not true. Arcade must be using some type of machine to control your mind. He's just using you to hurt us.
Wait, so you mean he's using some type of machine to control her brain?
Then Arcade won't be disappointed, because that's exactly what I plan on doing.
This did not go well for you last time. It's not gonna go well for you here either, as you can see. Scary thing is I'm using Wolverine, though. Who's got a bit of a thing for her.
Arcade! Help me!
And as always, with all his attacks, he has some sort of automatic bleed damage for any claw-based attacks he uses.
Jean! I had so hoped you'd kill them. Oh well, you still have your uses.
I kind of missed that earlier, but she went into the fucking machine.
Temper. That's no way to enjoy your day at the park. Why don't you test your video game skills and see if you can save your friend? But watch out. There's going to be a few pitfalls along the way.
Pitfalls? The hell do we activate that? Before I can even finish that question, or I mashed X too quickly, of course. It's funny because you can kind of see the coin clip through that little trunk there. But yeah, more of these clowns. It's actually kind of laughable now just how Beast Storm is. Ah, they're... Oh, wait. Energy resistant? Oh, no, they're draining me! There is one that's draining. Oh, you fuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, you want some? You're gonna get adamantium-laced bitch slaps now.
Have a good rest.
Should be a second row here. Take them down, get right on this. Easy. Don't really have a follow-up for that. You're a dick. I beat up dicks. Beat up dicks with my adamantium sticks. And I don't know. Ah, just grab the coin. Let's activate this goddamn thing. Play Pitfall. Oh no. Oh no. They changed my controls too, where triangles jump now. Oh boy. Yeah, you gotta kinda right on top of these to try and jump over them. I'm making it only look easy so far. It certainly is easier than the actual Pitfall. I was never any good at that game. I was more of a, This is the tricky one, because these crocodile heads. Although if you stand on, like, the eye part, like the end there, you're safe. Otherwise, you just fall right in. And if you die, don't worry. You'll start just this screen over again. You'll just keep going through until you beat it. So there's no, like... So that's just, like, fucking busy work. And again, I'm making it look easy, but you gotta be, like, right on top of the... Yeah, I knew that was gonna appear. It's usually, like, right there as I come in. Again, I just gotten so used to the bullshit here. And I'd much rather be playing this than fucking, Arcade's Revenge from LJN. Yeesh. That's where I first learned about Gambit and all that stuff. But yeah, that game was shit. Oh, careful of that. I actually managed to fuck that up once and go through it that way. Wow, I'm doing so good. Wow, I'm doing a lot better. I mean, a lot better. Don't get too close. These jumps can be a little tricky, so I jump first and then hit the stick to move forward. It's like one of those tricky, like, Ghouls and Ghost jumps where you gotta kind of, like, buy an fucking engagement ring for some of your jumps. It's weird. Ooh, almost didn't clear that. Yeah, you gotta be, like, right on top of these. Your jump doesn't reach as far as you think it does. I'm doing extremely well on this. I'm surprised. Usually I would have fucked this up at least once or twice. Here's probably where I'll fuck it up here. I am a pitfall god! My penis is gigantic!
Wolverine, I just had the strangest dream. I was trying to kill you at a carnival.
Holy shit, that's never happened to me before first try. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Let's just move on.
Look around, Red. It wasn't no dream. Somehow that nutball arcade was controlling you. Are you alright now?
Other than a few bumps and bruises, I'm fine.
I hate to rush you, but if you got any idea where they're keeping Nightcrawler?
The last time I saw Kurt, Dr. Doom had him hooked up to some kind of power amplifier.
That must be that mutant amplifier they swiped from the Omega base.
I do remember Arcade was there with Doom. If you can find Arcade, I'm sure he can tell you where Nightcrawler is.
Sounds like a plan, Jeannie. You stay here and rest up. We're gonna track down Arcade and have a few laughs with him.
Yay, that thing opened up. Now I can actually save the game and end the episode. Wow, I'm still surprised I went through that so quickly. I actually had, like, a question lined up for you guys. I was going to ask, like, if you had any, like, classic games to play, which ones are your favorites? I'm personally, from that same company, Activision, they did Keystone Capers, which I'm a big fan of. One of my favorite early games on, which I have for, like, a whole bunch of systems, was Root Beer Tapper. That was always one of my favorites. And Blaster and whatnot. But anyway, you see these, like, two entrances. One says Fairgrounds, the other says Pinball. We will get a golden ticket from each one of those, clear those levels. Once we get two, we turn it into this guy, and then we can head in here to the Fun House. But for now, you can roll right back and save your game, and maybe I'm going to change my team up a little bit and get maybe even a little stronger, do a couple things, and we'll finish this level off next time on Let's Play Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Holy shit, I did that my first try.